Ladies and gentlemen, how are you feeling today? A little bit hot. I hope you have had your lunch. If not, you can have lunch later. Dr. Paul Tambaya, who just spoke a couple of minutes ago, is one of the panel of doctors that has assisted the SDP and me in crafting and bouncing off ideas for the SDP shadow health plan called Healing with Care. So once again, a warm round of applause for Dr. Paul Tambaya and the other panel of doctors to help us put together a very strong plan. In fact, the plan is so strong that we have put the PAP, especially the Minister Khaw Boon Wan, on the back foot. Yes, I'm happy you still recall Operation Joe Baru. It's happening all tomorrow and after. Ladies and gentlemen, my remarks today are aimed at the candidate for the Ang Mo Kio GRC, Lee Hsien Loong. When I just said his name, I almost felt apologetic, and tears almost filled my eyes. Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to do here in the next few minutes is to give you the big picture. You have commentators, who make remarks about how the elections is going in Singapore this time around. I'm also an academic. I'm in the thick of fray. I'm with the SDP, and this is our take on how the elections are going. This elections for Singapore is a watershed. There's no doubt about it. There is going to be a vote swing against the PAP. 82 of the 87 seats are contested. It was only a consolation that Lee Kuan Yew and company got away on a 35% technicality, leaving Dr. Paul Tambaya and many others without the opportunity to vote. This expected swing against the PAP is a result of our accumulated frustration with the PAP policies over the last so many years. Another observation that we need to bear in mind for this election, it has also become the battle of the GRCs. PAP ministers versus lead politicians in the opposition camp. And the key to toppling the PAP, in addition to the vote swing, is that a significant portion of Singaporeans need to overcome their fear and vote. And that is why we at the opposition, including the SDP, have been going out there to say the vote is secret. Vote wisely. Let me tell you how Lee Hsien Loong, the candidate for Ang Mo Kio GRC, has been running his campaign. His campaign has had no policy alternative to help Singaporeans overcome rising cost of living, high number of foreign labor that has collectively resulted in depressed wages. They have only made future promises. They have promised you no increase in GST for 5 years. They have promised you a review of HDB prices downwards in the months ahead. And they have also promised you that they will lower the number of foreigners. Don't believe them. Their track record is poor in keeping promises. Now, that is the campaign that Lee Hsien Loong has been running. Again, my remarks are aimed at him, the candidate in Ang Mo Kio. They are aimed at shifting the ground in the constituencies of Holland-Bukit, Sembawang GRC, Yew Hua, and Bukit Puntang in the SDP's favor, and together towards the opposition as a whole. Lee Hsien Loong has also run a campaign of financial incentives. Have you got your money yet? Have you paid your bills with your money yet? Have you also spent it on other things yet? Yes, I see some smiles there. But in other countries, such practices, should they fall within the election period, will be subject to a moratorium. Now, that is unfair advantage and use of taxpayers' money, especially in the period of a general election. Lee Hsien Loong and company, again, have not put up policy proposals. In fact, they have been on the policy defensive. In particular, they have to be defending and on the back foot because of SDP's economic regeneration plan and the health plan that has been released over the period of this campaign so far. Well, the lady has spoken. Warm round of applause for them. Because they have no confidence, they are using the last salvo, apologies and emotional appeals. Lee Hsien Loong, candidate in the Ang Mo Kio GRC, you have reduced our general elections to sympathy gathering. That is not how you fight an election. You fight an election with alternative policy proposals. You put the policy proposals in front of the people. You don't ask for their sympathy. You do not have the standing of a prime minister going into an electoral battle where the vote swing will definitely be against you. In fact, Hsien Loong, we can see you have internal divisions. Your colleagues, senior minister, has announced measures and policies. You recall, certainly, that he announced ministers should serve no more than 2 terms. And then there is a correction. And just a couple of days here, Lee Hsien Loong has also distanced himself from the father, Minister Mentor. Certainly, it's all clear for Singaporeans to see that his campaign is a divided campaign. Hsien Loong, you are also not playing fair. The SDP poses this specific question to you, Hsien Loong. We want to ask you, why are your MPs and ministers still having their pictures on large billboards all over the constituencies where there is an electoral contest? Lee Hsien Loong, answer the question. This is unfair advantage and not good practice. Why is the election department that is under your charge not looked into it? We are on the final days of campaign, but still such posters giving you and your candidates unfair advantage is not evidence of a free and fair fight. Lee Hsien Loong, answer the question. Don't run away. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to leave you with one other thought. They have scrapped the bottom of the barrel. In public relations, the apology is the last bullet. Hsien Loong, I ask you and your colleagues, do the honorable thing. Bite the bullet now. Before I leave you, ladies and gentlemen, I want to remind you of the cooling off day that takes place tomorrow. I want you to be vigilant. It's the first in Singapore. Watch it. We at the SDP wish that the spirit of the cooling off day for reflection is observed. But what we are concerned about, that the local media may bring in issues, pictures, videos that are extraneous to the people's concern and the election debate. Remember, we are fighting the elections on policy alternatives, not apologies and tears. Remember this day, 7th of May, when the vote swing should translate into opposition streets. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.